Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for the privilege of introducing this new class of leaders to you, Class 4 of Hoosier Women Forward, a class filled with diverse and rich backgrounds in government service, higher education, and philanthropic and private sector success. Women who by definition have already shown their leadership abilities in a variety of ways in their communities and who have committed to expanding their networks and sharing their strengths with their class members. Are you ready to meet them? I know I am. Dr. Trevor Bostick serves as the Director of Race, Equity, and Inclusion for Anderson Community Schools. Trained as a psychologist, she uses her gifts to help others gain access to better health care, to improve academic achievement for K-12 students, and to prepare all students for career and college readiness. She has spent her adult life working with various organizations, focusing on education, mental health awareness, business development, and social justice. Welcome, Frida. Dr. Kara Boyles is the city engineer for the city of South Bend and the first woman to serve in that role. Today, Kara has overseen more than $120 million of infrastructure and development projects in the city. She is passionate about actively assisting women in STEM in their achievement of professional excellence and leadership skills. She teaches a community-based project leadership course at the University of Notre Dame, and in 2020 received the Athena Award from the South Bend Regional Chamber of Commerce for her professional accomplishments, community service, and mentorship of women professionals. Welcome, Kara. Kyla Cox-Decker serves as the Director of Communications for the IU Center for Rural Engagement, where she collaborates with campus, rural communities, and the media to support rural resilience and innovation. She is an active member of the Bloomington community, serving as a current member of the Community Kitchen of Monroe County Board of Directors and as a member of the City of Bloomington Board of Public Works. Additionally, she has held leadership roles with the Monroe County Democratic Party, and in 2018, she received the Women Excel Bloomington Award. Welcome, Kyla. Michelle Dahl Franklin is an impassioned community activist and vocal champion for racial and social justice and equity. She founded Michelle's Little Free Pantry, a free food pantry, and is an advocate for the intersectional issues that accompany food insecurity. She has been an engaged leader in her community on issues of food security, affordable and attainable housing, and transportation. Welcome, Michelle. Rihanna Delaney is a former prosecutor and fierce advocate for voting rights, equity, and the city of Indianapolis. She serves as Director of Elections for the Marion County Election Board, where she works to ensure our elections are free, fair, accurate, and accessible. In 2018, she was named the State of Indiana's Election Administrator of the Year. She also serves as the parliamentarian of the Indiana Democratic Party and resides in Indianapolis. Welcome, Rihanna. Melinda Drake is a Gary native and lives on the far east side of Indianapolis. She was recently promoted to the Director of Youth Services at Indiana Youth Group and serves on the Board of Business and Neighborhood Services for the City of Indianapolis. Melinda is a former 7th District Chair of the Indiana Young Democrats and former candidate for the Indiana Senate. She is Six Sigma Green Belt certified. Welcome, Melinda. Angela Elliott is an experienced business professional and lifelong Hoosier. She spent 20 years working at Eli Lilly in information technology. She currently serves as treasurer of the Johnson County Democratic Party and is passionate about the 4 E's: education, employment, the environment, and equity for all. She ran for state representative in 2020. Welcome, Angela. Jennifer Fredericks of Gary works at Ice Miller as the Director of Business Development, Public Finance. She serves on the Board of Women in Public Finance. Jennifer is also an adjunct professor at Calumet College of St. Joseph, where she teaches master's levels of project management, operations management, and strategic planning. Jennifer is an engaged community member serving on the board of the Miller Community Fund as a Leadership Northwest Indiana Fellow and a Purdue University Business School mentor. Welcome, Jennifer. Dr. Victoria Garcia Wilburn is an assistant professor of occupational therapy in the School of Health and Human Sciences at IUPUI. She is a community-engaged researcher, partnering with community organizations to help solve pressing issues that impact Hoosiers. She is a 2021 recipient of the prestigious IUPUI Advanced Scholar Award. She is a board member of Hope Academy, a high school for students in recovery from drug and alcohol use. In In 2020, she was inducted into the Indiana Latino Leadership Circle. Welcome, Victoria. Stephanie Gerhardt of Chandler is co-owner of her family farm, Gerhardt Farms. She is a member of the Warwick County School Corporation Board of Trustees and chair of the Warwick County Democrats, as well as an active member of several nonprofits, including ANEW and the Warwick County Women's Fund. Welcome, Stephanie. Sarah Hindi is a graduate student at IUPUI pursuing a Master's of Public Affairs and serving as a graduate assistant in the Center for Service and Learning, where she works with IUPUI's Father Leader Scholar Program, part of a national network of students who are committed to civic engagement, service, and social issue advocacy. She previously worked for 7 years serving the Indianapolis refugee community. Sarah serves on the board of directors for the ACLU of Indiana, is a member of Indy Hub's 1828 Leadership Project Class 10, and a Democrat Precinct Committee chair in Hamilton County. Welcome, Sarah. Grace Kessler serves the City of Columbus as a city councilor, where she is active and engaged in her community. She founded her accessibility consulting firm and works as the executive director for the ARC of Delaney County. Grace spent 3 years in Germany pursuing her master's degree, and while there, worked with local non-governmental organizations in Berlin focusing on integrating refugees with disabilities. In 2019, she was named a Columbus Women in Leadership honoree by the Columbus Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Grace. Stacy Cogan is an active community member and volunteer in Wabash Valley. She was elected to the Vigo County School Corporation of School Trustees in 2020. Stacy serves on the board of the League of Women Voters of Vigo County and Family Service Association Counseling in Terre Haute. Stacy works as a digital marketing specialist for a local internet service provider in Terre Haute. Welcome, Stacy. Frida Pope is a native Hoosier and works as the executive director of the Milk Bank. She has over 20 years of experience in the philanthropic sector, where she rallies support for high-impact community causes. She lives in Fishers with her family and is passionate about public education and equity and inclusion in Central Indiana. She is active in her community, most recently dedicating her time to the Council on Race Equity with the City of Fishers. Welcome, Frida. Lori Latham is a business development representative with Wessler Engineering and the Environmental Climate Justice Chair for the Gary NAACP. She previously served as the superintendent of the City of Gary's Parks Department. Lori is committed to her community, serving as a member of Live Lake County Tobacco Prevention Coalition and as a board member of the Project Rebuild Foundation and Brown Faces and Green Spaces. Lori could not be with us today, but we welcome her to our meeting. Christine Lowe of Indianapolis is active in politics, serving as treasurer and finance director for Senator Fatty Cadora, third vice president for the Indiana Federation of Democratic Women, and a vice precinct committee person. She works in training and development for a healthcare technology company, where she creates training programs for students in nonprofit, government, contracting, corporate, and education settings. She's passionate about women's healthcare, healthcare access, and affordability, public education, equity, inclusion, voting rights, and the environment. Welcome, Christine. Dawn Moore serves as an assistant professor at the Business School faculty lead at Martin University in Indianapolis. A native of Fort Wayne, she uses her work experience and scholarship to teach students about the importance of effective business management and civic engagement. She is active in her community, participating in the VOW, Leadership Fort Wayne, the Mayor's Ethics Committee, and former president of the Fort Wayne chapter of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Welcome, Dawn. Melissa Moorhead-Moore is the CEO and founder of her own life coaching business and sits on the board of directors for Legal Aid Society Evansville. She is a Navy veteran serving 9.5 years. Melissa serves as the secretary for the Vanderburgh County Democratic Party. She is an active volunteer in Greater Evansville community, serving as a member of the NAACP as a CASA volunteer and is the voice on Community Chat on 98.5 FM. Melissa is a published author, a licensed minister, and a graduate of Leadership Evansville. Welcome, Melissa. Maria Norman is a proud lifelong resident of Fort Wayne. She is vice president of the Fort Wayne Community Schools Board of Trustees. She serves as secretary for the Young and Westler PTA and as a lunch buddy with Big Brothers Big Sisters. She is an active member of the Fort Wayne community, her neighborhood association, and her church. In 2018, she was named a Fort Wayne Business Weekly's Top 40 Under 40. Welcome, Maria. Veronica Pedro is an assistant professor at the DePaul University School of Music and lives in Greencastle. She also represents the 3rd Ward on the Greencastle City Council, making history as Indiana's first openly transgender elected official. Veronica serves as secretary for the Putnam County Democratic Party and on the board of the Indiana Stonewall Democrats LGBTQ Constituency Caucus. Veronica also serves on the board of Indiana Youth Group. Welcome, Veronica. Ashley Pirani lives in Bloomington and works as an independent insurance advisor. She is active in her community and as a board member of Beacon Inc., an organization working with individuals experiencing extreme poverty. Ashley has volunteered for many political campaigns and Democratic caucuses in Monroe County, including the training committee for the Democratic Women's Caucus. Welcome, Ashley. Shruti Rana is an international lawyer with a broad range of leadership and other experiences in human rights, legal practice, and community and nonprofit organizations. She currently serves as a professor and assistant dean at Indiana University. She lives in Bloomington and serves on the Indiana chapter of the National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum, of which she was a founding member. Shruti was also recently appointed to the Monroe County Election Board. Welcome, Shruti. Deborah Whitfield is the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for Community Health Network. She lives in Lawrence and serves as a Lawrence Common Counselor at Large. Deborah is a servant leader serving on the boards of several organizations, including the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Indianapolis and the Fort Bend Harris YMCA. She also serves as the president of the Lawrence Township Democratic Club. Welcome, Deborah.